Avi Meyers, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Dial us up on the World Wide Web at www.ntnm.org. Community policing, we're all big on that. Sonny Hirsch in his spare time is chairman of the District Advisory Council of the 24th District. Go to caps24.org to see the schedule for all the police meetings, for all the CAPS meetings in Rogers Park and West Rogers Park. For the rest of the city, dial 311. It is not election season now, so we do try to bring you different guests from different sides of life, as well as you will see people running for office on this show also. But it's a pleasure to have Dr. Anthony Geroulis here today. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Good, thank you. And I want to thank Ed McElroy for making arrangements for you to be here. And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I grew up in Chicago. Went to Von Steuben High School about 40-some years ago.
Okay.
And went on to go to the University of Illinois at Circle campus. And there I majored in chemistry and physics with a math minor. And then I went on to go to medical school at Chicago Medical School. And then from there I did a residency at the University of Chicago in otolaryngology, head and neck surgery. And then from there I went on to do a fellowship with Dr. Richard Webster at Mass General in Boston, in Brookline, Massachusetts.
And what kind, do you have a specialty? Or?
Yes, I specialize in facial plastic and cosmetic surgery, and I head up the fellowship program at the University of Chicago for that in the section of otolaryngology, and that's what we do. I teach that and teach other doctors in the country and have a private practice doing that.
Very good. Now, is there a reason is that sort of surgery or that sort of medicine called to you, or?
Well, it sort of combines the artistic aspects along with medical aspects. I sculpt, and I used to paint, but I sculpt quite a bit.
Interesting.
And by being able to do cosmetic surgery, you are having an opportunity to help people look better, feel better about themselves, and at the same time you have the intricacies involved in this kind of very delicate surgery, which is very visible, so you don't cover it up and hide it. It's open and everybody is the judge of it, and so you are able to combine your aesthetic abilities, your sculpting abilities, your artistic abilities, along with the science.
That's interesting. I never thought of it. I don't know that much about plastic surgery, to tell you the truth. So that's interesting. So do you have? Do you have like a wide range? Is it all cosmetic, or are people into? Are there genuine health concerns besides for just cosmetic, or what about things like burn victims? Is that something you handle too, or?
No, I don't handle burn victims usually.
Yeah.
They'll be handled elsewhere. However, if they wind up with a scar in an unsightly spot,
Yeah.
they'll come to me and I'll work on helping them alleviate it, to camouflage it and so forth. People that have broken their noses or have too large a nose or too small a nose, I will take care of that for them. Or if their face is dropped or it's wrinkly, or most prominently actually, if their eyes are looking tired,
Yeah.
and on a Monday, everybody thinks they partied all weekend, but they actually rested all weekend. Then they come in and we take care of the bags or the droopy eyelids.
It's interesting. A number of the elected officials around here all of a sudden, don't have any bags under their eyes, and some of them are quite, not exactly spring chickens, let's put it that way.
Right.
So I see that frequently. That is interesting. What kind of advances are being made along in the field?
Well, there's been some huge advances in the area of eyes. I was part of making the advance to take out the bags from the lower eyes from the inside, so there's no scar on the outside.
Oh, nice.
You just take out the fat. And the other advances are to raise the brow. There's a technique now where you just use small, tiny cuts called an endoscopic forehead brow lift, and that allows you to get nice elevation and a smooth forehead for a woman or a man.
Yeah.
And then in the facelift area, there's the S-lift that we do, which enables a patient now to be without bandages after 36 hours.
Wow.
And I've had patients, well, just today actually, I did a lady on Monday, and she came in yesterday, and now today, this morning, I saw her. She came in for her hair washing, and I asked her how she got there, and she drove herself, and that's it.
Wow.
She looks actually pretty good. A little swelling still. It takes a little while for that to go away. Not too much bruising, so it works out really well.
Actually, I remember when I was in school and a girl would disappear for about 2 weeks and all of a sudden have a much smaller nose when she came back.
Right.
So it sounds like a completely different world.
Well, the combination of the anesthetics we have today and what we've learned from the prior doctors through the decades have enabled us to give much better results, much more accurate, more natural-looking results. In the rhinoplasty area, I grew up with Becker and Tresley, two famous surgeons doing nose work in Chicago. They were great surgeons, and they taught us a great deal of techniques, which then we were able to take through the years and perfect a little bit better, so that now a good rhinoplasty really most often will look very natural.
Wow. It's pretty cool. Actually, I could talk to you a long time, and Ed McElroy warned me you were a good conversationalist. So you teach, you've got to practice, and this is fascinating, and you've actually been a part of a number of advances in the field.
Yes, I've been teaching a long time.
So if people want to contact you or talk to you or learn from you?
Well, they could contact us at an 800 number. It's 1-800-722-6404. And then we have a video that was pulled together with the University of Chicago down there, and they could ask for one of those and we could send it out. It's a DVD, actually.
Dr. Anthony Geroulis, thank you so much for being here, and we wish
Thank
you good luck.
Thank you. Nice having you.
Thank you.